Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. First down, and it's Pollard again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Cowboys at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the idea, but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Ink. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
46.
Here's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
To the air again, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Now Elliott. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Now here's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Prescott to throw it. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Elliott going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete to Drake London. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he fires one that's intercepted by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 59 yards. And the Falcons are able to move back in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing...
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go now. 19 tight.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, caught by London. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into the hands of London. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
2nd and 2. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is,
Can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Come on, come on. Hit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, they'll run it here. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the 31, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Prescott now. He's got a man, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
46.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. point after up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, there he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 56 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually. So a lot of it goes undetected, but I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll run left with Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Here's Brian Anger now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because it went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So, the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw.
Throw left side. There's London.
And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Prescott. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And some room to work. Touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here's Prescott.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here's Dak.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
He's got him in. Complete.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Dak. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. To throw, Prescott. Fights through him. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get...
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
47. 54. Here we go, 47.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, kill. We're going to 54 right here. Turn.
Prescott to throw it. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Here's our 46. There's a 154 line in.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Prescott. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed